Y'all, you will never believe what I did. I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes to get in here, but for the last 3 minutes, I've been waiting for y'all to get in here. But I forgot to hit go live twice, which is apparently what you have to do on StreamYard. So, hey, if y'all are here and y'all are watching the replay after 9:30, there will be a timestamp in the comments, so you don't have to watch the wait. In the meantime, at the 3 minute mark is when we'll get started. We'll let YouTube's algorithm do the notifications and the things that it needs to do. And in the meantime, I got a couple of songs for the channel message oracle. Hazel's here. Y'all hear her scratching and shaking. Mama, you good? Y'all don't judge my fingers. We're going through a thing. But y'all here for this message. Y'all not here to critique my manicure. Got 1 minute and 8 seconds. No, we should know who you belong to. I just want to say, hey, how you doing? Go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe, do the things. Got 30 seconds before we get started here in the live. If you are here from the notification game, let me know in the comments because I have questions that need answers. 10, 5, hey gang. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? It's your girl Sid from Savvy Sentience, and welcome to today's almost daily reading. If you are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Please make sure that y'all do the things like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Say hello in the comments below. Engage with the content, as this does help the algorithm and helps to push the video to other people who may benefit from it, just like you. If you all are looking for personal readings, you can book at savvycynthia.com, and that is the only place that you can book. There's also other things on the website, cool merch and readings. Like I said, you can book there. But yeah, take a gander at the website. And if you all have a spooky story or a supernatural event or spiritual occurrence that has happened to you and you would like it to be dissected on this channel, you can send your story to savvycynthia@gmail.com, and the subject is going to be my story. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Again, don't be judging my nails. Like, uh, they had it rough this month. I'm going to get them done tomorrow. If you are very much concerned, slide to the Cash App if it bothers you. Okay, but get this message. Anyways, let's get into it. So I actually want to start with the channel message today. All right. And today's channel message goes as follows. All right. It says, we see your soul necessity. You seek validation with your peers when you aren't anything like them. Try standing away and you will get so much more. So it seems that some of you all are trying to fit in and even receive validation from people who cannot validate you. They not like you. They not like us. They not like us. Okay? They not like you. And I feel like this message is in reference to um 10th house energy in your astrology. So let's go ahead and step into the astrology. You have a 10th house energy, the Aquarius ruling the 10th house, and you have Pluto energy in the 10th house. So Aquarius is about the collective, it is about groups, it is the energy of, of people awakening, okay, that type of thing. But with the 10th house, this is your career, your ambition. So for some of you all, there may be some type of transformation happening within your workspace, in your job. So you may be trying to seek validation with your coworkers. Maybe you received some type of promotion or you've been put in some type of position and you are wanting acceptance and validation from coworkers when they can't validate you because they're not like you. They don't have the skills, the talent, the ability, not saying that they like ain't shit, but just saying that their skills and talents may be different than yours, and you are placed in a position based on your own skill set. So it's not really something that they can validate for you. Okay. And the 11th house, the house that Aquarius typically rules, which is now ruled by Pisces. This is a spiritual energy ruling this house. You have both Neptune, which is Pisces energy, very spiritual planet. It is the planet that represents like the higher realms, the invisible realms, spirituality, dreams, clairvoyance, like all of that. And Saturn, the planet of boundaries, of authority, of karma, just both sitting in the 11th house. So I kind of feel like for some of you all, what you're receiving is very much based in spirituality. It may be because of your spirituality that you're receiving what you're receiving, or just in the spiritual space. Maybe you are a part of some type of spiritual groups. Maybe you want to hang around spiritual people and you want the validation of these people, but they can't validate you because, once again, you're not like them. All right. You may have gifts that are very specific to you, very specific to your bloodline, and you may be seeking validation from like teachers or mentors about those specific gifts, and they have no knowledge of it because they're not like you, and their gifts are not like yours, and they cannot understand who you are on a spiritual level. They can only give you like base level knowledge. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into Le Tarot and see what one. All right. Oh, I forgot to put the girl. You tripping? I forgot to do the banners all through that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put the tarot. There you go. My bad. I'm just jumping right in. Like, anyway, let's go ahead and see what is in the center of this reading. What is the energy here in the center of the reading? The question at hand for my collective. What is the question at hand for my collective? Mm. So in the center, and the question at hand is the Eight of Cups. So your channel message literally said you may need to step away in order to receive more. What's at the core of this reading is the Eight of Cups. This is about walking away, emotionally divesting. So if this is like about a job, maybe you can't just quit. Maybe you're not being guided to quit. But Spirit is trying to tell you to emotionally divest from the opinions of others or the thoughts of others or the valuations of others because they cannot determine your value. They're not like you. They don't even know what you're worth. Okay. So that is in the center of the reading. What's crossing this energy? Page of Cups. And I feel like with the Page of Cups energy, this is you receiving new spiritual gifts, new spiritual awareness, downloads. maybe understanding intuitively, starting to open up. I feel like you all are starting to open up spiritually, and you're starting to understand that you are opening up spiritually. So I may be talking to people who, if you already have spiritual gifts, you may be receiving new ones and you're trying to understand them, or you may be new to the spiritual community altogether and you are basically coming online. Like your gifts are now coming online and you're trying to understand it. There's a need for you to understand that the group that you surround yourself with, for some of you all, this could be your friend group. Um, Again, this can be your work group, your coworkers, whatever. They can't understand you because they're not like you. They're not going to be able to explain to you what your gifts are doing, how they're used, because these gifts are going to be very specific to you and very specific to your bloodline. Okay, so what is the future possibility here for my collective? I seen the Four of Wands trying to come out, which is about celebration. It is also about harmony, the home, the hearth, and twin flame or marriage energy. But instead, what comes out is the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So the future possibility for you all is that you're going to use your discernment in order to have some type of breakthrough or some type of clarity. For some of you all, this is your gift. Your discernment is going to be extra clear. And I'm also getting that you're going to have claircognizance, or you do have claircognizance. And it's starting to become very sharp and very clear. Some of the things that you might want to ask people about as far as your gifting goes, it's like why all of a sudden are you knowing things that you shouldn't know? Why do you have this sharp clarity with information? It's like when you receive information, when you receive a download, you know undeniably that it is true. You know undeniably that it is fact. Like your discernment is A1. And you may be trying to speak to people who are not in spiritual circles about what's happening. And they're just looking at you crazy. Like they don't understand what's happening. So they can't possibly, give you any message about what's happening. So I feel like moving, like your discernment is getting super clear. What's at the root of this? Nine of Wands. With the Nine of Wands energy, what I'm getting is that whatever this is that you're receiving as far as a spiritual gift, it's something that you have been resisting for a long time. It is something that you have been fighting for a long time. Maybe you have been in spaces where you were told that the abilities that you have are evil, that they're not something you should be playing with or toying with. Um, But what's happening here with this Nine of Wands in the reverse? I feel like you've given up on that belief system. I feel like you've given up on resisting who you are on a spiritual level, what you are on a spiritual level. Okay. So what happened in the past? And I feel like what we're going to talk about here in the past is what made you resistant to your gifting. So what happened here in the past? We have the Page of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles, I kind of feel like this is information. In the past, someone told you something about your gift. Definitely about to clarify that, but let's see what's in the expected future. The Hangman, enlightenment. Seeing things from another perspective. Yeah, so I want to first clarify the Page of Pentacles. What is this information that the collective received about their gifting? What is this information that the collective received about their gifting? Ace of Pentacles. It's a similar energy. Wow. Okay, so I feel like a seed was planted, something to inspire you. I don't know. I feel like this might have been from like an ancestor or a family member who already walks in their purpose or who is aware. If they don't have spiritual gifts, they're aware that there are some in the family. They may be like low key jealous, but not in a mean or like vengeful kind of way. But it's like they kind of wish they had it too. But because they don't, they're fully like, let me tell you about the gift that we have in our family. And they're like completely urging you to pursue it when other people told you not to and that it was evil. So the Ace of Pentacles is like universe gifting you with this information. And this information is about your power. It is creating an opportunity for you to learn maybe more about your power. This could be learning more about your family. I did see the 10 of Pentacles as I was shuffling and it tried to come out but went back in. So maybe this person is trying to tell you about your family legacy. Being that this person is a page, this could be like a cousin, a sister, a sibling, but like someone who may be like very close in age to you. And I kind of feel like if they're close in age, they may not be gifted. They just may not be aware of what their gifts are yet. But they see that you are starting to come into it, and they're like, "Well, let me tell you what my mom told me about who we are and what we can do." All right. So, like, definitely a seed was planted in the recent past, or in the past in general, about who you are, about the gifts that you have, and in the future possibility is that you get some type of enlightenment. So I'm really getting the energy that whatever this was in the past, it was way in the past. This wasn't recent. I feel like this is like whispers throughout the family, but like no confirmation, just like whispers or like people heard or just like stories that are told about who y'all are. But then there's the people who are like shushing the stories. And we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. Like, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about those people in the family who do this thing, right? But here in the future possibility for you is that you gain some type of enlightenment. Let's clarify that. Oh, I feel like with what you find out, we have the justice in reverse. I feel like with what you find out, you feel like it was unfair that it was held from you. You feel like it was very irresponsible of like your parents and aunts and uncles and whoever else, your grandparents, to withhold the kind of information that you receive about who you all are, about your power, about your gifts. And I kind of feel like you feel cheated. For some of you all, you may feel like y'all could have told us about this a long time ago. We could have been working on our gifts, practicing, developing, and now we've just lost all this time. But I have heard rumors about this when I was little from, Page of Pentacles' cousin. So I know that, this is something that's always been around. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us? We have the divine masculine energy, the hermit at the bottom of the deck. Um, for whatever reason, I'm seeing that your family, though there may be a lot of matriarchs in your family, a lot of feminine energy, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles underneath that, there was a lot of masculine energy that I feel like suppressed the feminine energy in your family. Uh, while there are a lot of matriarchs, your family might be very patriarchal. Um, like men are very prominent in your family. They may also be in positions of power, which is why that's crazy, but I'm just kidding. Okay, they may be in positions of power, which is why they don't want people saying anything about the gifts, the spiritual practices that might be going on in your family. But what I'm also getting, which is wild, is like literally the only reason why these men have the positions that they have is because of the women who stand behind them, because of the women who have supported them throughout the years. And whether they know it or not, it's with magic. Even the women themselves, they may not understand that their presence or like the love that they pour into these men, even like the food that they cook, is like laced with magic. It's laced with love. And it's literally their power and their love that has gotten these men to this emperor energy. Mm. So ill, like whole time, emperor energy, masculine energy is suppressing the source of their power and trying to prevent you from knowing that that power is in your bloodline, is in your lineage. I did feel like I'm probably talking to women or feminine energy. Even if you are a male, you may be very uh, femme identified or just very much in touch with your divine feminine energy. I feel like you have like a protective nature towards feminine energy as well if you are masculine. So I kind of feel like you feel like what you find out as far as the men suppressing the feminine energy, you may feel like that is unfair. That's where the justice in reverse may come in as well. Okay, so let's see what your status is right now, collective. What is the status of my collective right now? Seven of Swords. Okay, we're going to clarify that for sure before I get to talking too much. What is in the surroundings of my collective right now? Mm, what? All right, what's in the mind and the emotions of my collective right now? Mm. And what is the outcome for my collective right now? Mm. Okay, I'm getting this energy of fear when it comes to your gift. It's like at first you're aware of it. Then there's a suppression of it by certain people in your family, making you feel like you shouldn't engage with it. And then there's the enlightenment that you find when it comes to your gifts and how matriarchal energy is treated in reference to the gifts and suppressed. And then there's like injustice, like you feel like it's just very unfair. So now what I feel like you're in the energy of the Seven of Swords, and what I feel like this is, it's imposter syndrome. Some of you all feel like you can't you can't be like your grandmother or your great aunt or whoever. You can't be like them. You don't have the power that they have. You'll never be, as good as they are. You can't even believe that you have this ability or these abilities. Clarify the Seven of Swords. I knew this was going to happen. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords. I just knew it. I knew that it was going to be the Seven of Swords, clarifying it. Guard against deceit and concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery, and low self esteem. So, like I said, y'all doubt that y'all have the same abilities or that you'll be as good as the people who came before you. But I feel like this is self deception. And what's surrounding you now is the chariot and the reverse. And that's, I feel like, more resistant energy because the chariot moves fast. It moves towards destiny, towards what you're feeling is your purpose and what you're sent here to do. And I feel like you all are psyching yourself out with this imposter syndrome and you're failing to act. And I feel like maybe that's why you're looking for validation from people who are around you. But the people who are around you are not even the ones who have the gifts. If they're your family members, it's like people in your family who don't operate in their gifts. So you will never get validation from them because they don't even want you to operate in your gifts. Tell me why the chariot is in reverse. Mm, yeah, it's your family. It's the family around you. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. All right. It's the family around you who either don't have the gifts or who don't think they should have be operating in these gifts, who associate these gifts with like the devil, because you know everything is evil when it's not Jesus. Um, so yeah, it's the people around you who are making you feel like you shouldn't go towards living and operating in your gifts. But in your minds and emotions, we have the Six of Cups, and that is nostalgia. That is fond memories. And it's crazy that that's what's in your mind and emotions. Because remember with the Page of Pentacles, I said I think that this is not recent past. I feel like this is childhood, like hearing whispers throughout your family of what you all were capable of or what you could do. Um, and now in the present, realizing that you have it too. So I kind of feel like with the Six of Cups energy, you're thinking back to that time. You're thinking about I saw the crazy Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here too. Yeah, so I kind of feel like you all are thinking about, I saw the Seven of Cups earlier. You all are thinking back to when you first found out about the possibility of you all being gifted like this. And in your mind, you just played out a lot of scenes and what you would do if you could actually have magic like that, what you would create, what you would manifest. And I feel like you're just in that energy. And I feel like it's a good thing that you're meant to be back in that energy because I do think that you need to be reconnecting with your inner child, with your innocence, with that time period before they told you that who you were was evil, told you that your gifts were evil and that you shouldn't be uh, dabbling with that kind of stuff, that devil stuff. Okay. I think you're going back to a time before that. And that's exactly where you need to be to like truly tap in to the things that you're capable of. I do feel like this is going to start off with just like sharp discernment. But I feel like it will probably snowball into you realizing that there are other gifts or that the discernment is just like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to a specific gift. Like, yes, it's discernment, but it's also this, and this discernment can also do this. Like, the gift of discernment for you is bigger and has layers and levels. Okay, clarify the Six of Cups for me, please, Spirit. Yeah, the Fool is leap time. You got to take a leap. You got to move forward into this with optimism, trusting the universe, trusting the divine to catch you, to lead you, taking very little with you on this journey, and just I'm here walking on sunshine. Oh, yeah, like Spirit really wants you back in that. The message says, spread your wings and fly. really wants you back in that innocent kind of energy where like judgment and negativity and all of that isn't even something that was on your radar. For this, you need to be completely open and optimistic and let spirit bring to you what you need. Okay. And so the outcome is the Five of Swords. So now that I look at the Five of Swords as the outcome after seeing these other cards that have clarified your reading, I'm feeling like that's more of a determined energy. I feel like it's more of, while it's still like winning at any cost, um, it's like in spite of the swords or the words or the negative, commentary that your family or the people around you bring towards you. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman, which is also in the reading for you in the near, like as your expected future. So yeah, you're starting to have a shift in your perspective. You are gaining enlightenment. You are spiritually recalibrating. Clarify the Five of Swords for me, please. And you are on your divine path with the Lover's energy. Okay, you are in divine alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going. All right. I also feel like you may be getting ready to meet soul tribe or people who will embrace you, who will teach you. Because the people that you are looking for validation from are people who don't even know how to operate in these gifts. Okay. So let's get your crystal spirit. All right, crystal spirit, let's hear it. What we got for my collective today? Amazonite, and this is a heart chakra crystal. So remember, I said you need to be back in that energy of nostalgia and like that innocence of childhood. Like, I feel like you really need to tap back into your inner child for this. Okay, so Amazonite is your crystal. And guess what the essential meaning is? Truth, revelation, the evolution and natural flow of events. Not everything reveals itself right away in full detail. I told y'all that y'all's gift is going to start as discernment, but then it's going to have layers and layers and layers. Yeah. So not everything reveals itself right away in full details. Wouldn't that be nice? But the conscious universe is unfolding a plan for you so much more brilliant than you can imagine. An Amazonite spirit is here to help you trust the process and flow of revelation. Some things will be disclosed that may shake you up, but if so, it's all for your highest good. So pay attention and go with it. The conscious universe prefers you to learn your lessons without suffering. So if you allow situations to fluidly evolve instead of trying to control them, you will see that much, much more wisdom is being made available to you right now. Mind, body, and the conscious universe are interconnected. So be attentive to the connections you previously overlooked or thought weren't such a big deal. They have more insights for you than you might have expected. What is unfolding will help you understand your purpose and find your destiny. You don't have to be a victim of fate, with your future defined by repeating lessons learned in the past. You are being prepared for something awesome that you are already moving toward. Excitement and trust are in order. So that relationship that they said that you may have overlooked, there might be an ancestor, some, kooky aunt that maybe you used to be kind of close to in your childhood, and now it's kind of lukewarm. But now, like as you think of those connections and some of the things that you experienced in their presence, you might be starting to realize that the reason why they were the kooky aunt or the weird grandma is because what they had going on at their houses was like witchcraft or like hoodoo or something off the beaten path, like not Abrahamic religion. They actually operated in their gifts. You may realize that a lot of people came to their homes and you didn't know these people. They weren't family, but you just knew that there was always people in and out of their homes seeking, you know, a session or guidance or something from whoever the family member is. Okay, so I definitely feel like the Amazonite card really spoke to the spiritual gifting as well, um, and how you're going to see it unfold more and more as time progresses, and how also you heard in the past rumors about your family gifting, and now more and more information is starting to show up. Okay, so I feel guided to pull the beloved dead because I feel like there may be some insights here from some ancestors. Okay, so which ancestors would like to speak to my collective about this gifting, about this family legacy? Which ancestors would like to speak? Which ancestors would like to speak? Not which ancestors would like to speak, and then the communication card comes out. Somebody got something to say. I feel like, okay, what I'm getting is that if you have this gift of discernment and you're wondering why it's so clear, it's because one of your dead is speaking to you. You're not realizing it yet, but you're actually a medium, that you're speaking directly to your dead. The next card that came out was Evermore. And then we have personality, and the act of love is observation. Okay, so what I'm getting intuitively with these cards, okay, we have communication. We have Evermore. We have personality. And we have the act of love is observation. And I'm going to actually read that one. But what I'm getting with communication, Evermore, and personality is that the person who's been communicating with you, they feel really excited that you have tapped into this gift because it feels to them that like the family legacy continues evermore. Like you're keeping it going. This person I feel is like a very big personality with a personality card. This person I feel is very funny as well. Someone who will make you laugh or make you notice things that are funny, maybe shouldn't be funny, um, that other people don't notice. Like they kind of point out things that people shouldn't be pointing out or noticing. Like whoever this ancestor is, I'm hearing like they're a great time, and then I'm seeing like someone slap their leg. Like this is so funny. Like they're such a great time. Whoever this ancestor is who's been speaking to you. Um, And the act of love is observation. I feel like in your environment, you're needing to pay attention because whoever this ancestor is, they are leaving you clues or hints. And I don't necessarily feel like this is just outside. This is just not, oh, I seen an orange butterfly. That must have been grandpa. No, I feel like even within your home, you're gonna start seeing things that weren't there before, like coins or a locket. I heard a locket. Um, Maybe other forms of jewelry, a ring. Um, Something about an attic. You may find certain belongings of this very specific ancestor in an attic. I'm feeling like whatever little pieces of jewelry, the locket, the ring, and whatever that they leave around, it doesn't belong to them. It may be like family heirlooms. It like maybe belongs to the family, but it doesn't belong directly to them. But they're showing it to you just to kind of throw you off or make you pay attention to like their presence around you. And it has to be something big. It can't be something already in your environment, like moving the remote. Like you would probably think it's something that you did. So they're bringing these trinkets, these heirlooms or whatever, into your space because you know for certain that they were not there before. And this is their way of making it clear to you, of making it known to you that you're not tripping. The messages that you're getting from them are indeed from them, from something outside of yourself. And I'm just hearing legacy again, legacy. I just think they're really excited. Oh, they're really excited that you are living in your gifts because your gift is a family legacy. Like it's something that's passed down. It may skip a generation, but they're excited that you got it and you're aware of it and you're not running from it like several people in your family have. They feel like you're carrying on the legacy. Okay. So that's just a little channeling there. Let's get into the info. All right, so I want to actually read the personality card because I want to know more about this specific ancestor. And I just feel like their personality is like super big. All right, so personality. There are people in life who need only to walk in the room and they turn any black and white or sepia toned affair into brilliant technicolor. This is expansive energy of personality. Our beloved dead who sees no advantage in blending in with the wallpaper. Yo, your channel message literally told you to step away because you're trying to blend in with people who are not like you. And you would benefit more from stepping away. Come on, spirit. All right. So maybe it's their high octane energy or the way they make you feel when they alight on you. Like you're the most important person in the universe. Of course, there are also those intent on sucking all the oxygen from space, like the dying star that's dramatically collapsing in on itself. They're just they're just as memorable. When this card is validating a loved one, it indicates that there's something significant about their personality, the way they think, feel, or behave that factors prominently in memory or experience. Additionally, this card opens a dialogue about inauthentic appearances, a persona that's presented to others in order to be liked or accepted. Hello, who is this message for? Because this is just so specific and so on point. They keep on hitting the same nail on the head. You are not meant to fit in. You are not meant to blend in. You're not like them. Hello. Whew. A persona that's presented to others in order to be liked or accepted or to conceal a shady agenda or intentions. Beware of the smiling skull. You'll see pearly white smiles that don't light up their eyes. Beware of cloying kindness or an overcompensation of bless your heartedness before their masks slip when they think you're not watching. The sad clown, on the other hand, knows that when you smile, the whole world smiles with you, even though their hearts in shards. Laughter is curative. It raises our energy. But should humor become a way of gaining acceptance or a method of protection, of self-protection, something behind this mask wants to be healed, accepted, and forgiven. The beloved dead of personality reminds you that you're just perfect the way you are. Don't compare yourself to others or let others dictate your experience of life, period. You do you. Your soul alone has the blueprint for your best self, the highest and most authentic expression of this gift of life. When you greet others from this space, you meet those who are kindred souls. And I said earlier, you're going to end up meeting kindred souls. You're going to end up meeting people who you're meant to be in alignment with. This is not focusing at all. Sorry, y'all. PLZ? I don't know. There you go. Anyway, anyway, um, what I was getting from that as well, like y'all are seeking validation from people who cannot validate you, honey. They don't even have the range. But also, there was a message of like people with fake smiling and fake generosity and kindness. And it triggered something in me that I felt like I need to share with y'all. Um, if you are new to the spiritual community, if you are newly coming into your gifts, there are going to be people who are like spiritual pit bulls, bloodhounds. They can smell it on you. They can smell your newness, but they can also sense and smell and I wanted to say taste. Some of them might be able to taste your power. And they will befriend you. They will get close to you to watch you, to observe you, to try to see how they can benefit from you, how they can just hurt suck your life for. Some of them will try to drain you of that beautiful, juicy magic that runs through your veins, that surrounds you, that is every bit of your aura. And it's really gross. People come into the spiritual community thinking that everything is love and light, which is why I specifically say that this is not a love and light channel, because that's not what we're doing over here. Even though I do wish you love and light at the end of every video. But there has to be balance in the spiritual community. And anyone who is always in this energy of love and light, who never has a bad day, who's always sunshine and bubblegum, please be aware of them. Likewise, people who are always gloomy, like Eeyore, like never has a good day, be aware of them too. These people are either afraid of shadow work or have gotten so lost in their shadow energy that that's just where they dwell and they don't have any balance. And they, well, no matter which side of the spectrum they fall on, will and can become very predatory to you. So just take that as some advice as you venture through the spiritual community and on your spiritual journey. Okay. So the act of love is observation, appropriately so. Be aware of your surroundings. Because, like I said, not everybody in this community who's smiling and who's all love and light is all love and light. Some of them definitely have hidden motives, have agendas, have some deceptive intentions, and they don't want nothing good. They don't want nothing good. So your act of love, and that this is an act of self-love for you, is observation. It's not easy to observe anyone who's in emotional, mental, or physical distress. Some people are blissfully oblivious. They're just not hardwired to connect with it, nor motivated to fix and take away the pain. You are. Whether your kind-heartedness has expressed itself professionally, or you're just naturally sensitive empath, healer, nurturer, or caregiver, you'll have the mechanism for sympathy. You'll personally feel awe for the afflicted. You understand intrinsically what they must be experiencing and rise immediately to the challenge of a resolution. Let me in, coach. I'm ready to play. The downside of these soul gifts is often that if these transactions aren't managed mindfully, your wide open energy becomes a sponge absorbing stress, pain, and negativity. Chances are they'll walk away feeling much better, like they've just received an energy transfusion. You, on the other hand, will need to run a vacuum cleaner over your chakras. Other Over time, too much of this can affect your own well-being. If you've received this act of love, you're being asked to change your propensity for passionate and active participation with the discipline of a compassionate or dispassionate observation. Engaging with passion means that you're willfully and emotionally invested in impacting an outcome. It becomes personal and distorted, affecting your ability to see, think, act clearly. The act of compassionate or dispassionate observation asks that you be in service by holding space, which means being present for people while retaining the mindset of distance and objectivity. Compassionate observation involves being sympathetic, attentive, and helpful while controlling your own emotional responses. Not only will this keep your vibration raised, which is the key to both objectivity and downloading messages, but it also keeps you from internalizing their stuff and energy. There will also be times when either personally or professionally, you'll need to practice the art and act of dispassionate observation. Here, you're being asked to detach emotionally and energetically. This does not mean that you're unkind or uncaring. It simply requires the discipline of calm, meditative, level headed attention without judgment or interpretation, which in turn heightens your awareness. Your beloved dead say that this is the eye of the hurricane. All right, so that is a very important message, and I think it's amazing that all of these cards came out together and what they did. Spirit do be spirit, and on your spiritual journey. And I really just feel like this is definitely for people who are just now getting into their spirituality. Um, because of the nature of your gift, because of what you have the ability to do, people are going to feel entitled to your energy and to your gifts. People will violate the boundaries and emotionally dump on you instead of asking if you have space to, be a sounding board, instead of asking you if you are emotionally in a good place where you can help them with the situation. People would just pour on you without um, checking in with you first. So this message of having passionate or dispassionate observation is such a one piece of advice, and probably something that I wish I knew from the beginning, because in the beginning I wanted to help so many people and give so much, and what I found is that they will absolutely drain you if you allow them. This is the reason why a lot of tarot readers, a lot of mediums, spiritualists charge for service, because it filters out the people who are serious about receiving the guidance from you. And it also filters out the energetic vampires who would continue to come to your well and drink and drink and drink and drink you dry if there was no boundary in place. So for a lot of spiritualists, money is a boundary. It is a way of keeping out people who would cause harm to us energetically by being leeches, by being soul suckers. Okay. But also, you'll find as your gifts develop, if you choose to use this as a career path or even not, you're going to find that if you can't emotionally divest from certain situations, you're going to be so invested in so many people's shit in their situations that it's going to drain you emotionally that way, because you may give someone advice to leave like a toxic relationship, and then every time you look up, they're still in that toxic relationship, and you are so emotionally connected to the outcome that it's now becoming a problem for you. So this ancestor coming forward, even though they do seem like a jokester or whatever, I do feel like they don't play about their spirituality, they don't play about their gifting. And I feel like they're trying to give you the game that they wish they had when they were coming into the practice. Okay, so I think that that is really beautiful. I think that you should give reverence to this ancestor, because this ancestor is a real one, and this will probably end up being like one of your first or main spirit guides to guide you into your spiritual journey. Okay, so speak to them, talk to them. Okay, all right. So let's get some wishing hour oracles, and then I'm going to do your postcard from spirit or your advice, and then your postcard from spirit, and I guess we'll do some songs. All right. So what is the wishing hour oracle for my collective? Broken branch, heartache. Yeah. Another thing they're trying to let you know. Coven. Yeah. Period. Yeah. Love it. All right. So I'm only going to read one of them. The other two, I'm going to give y'all the message intuitively. And that is the broken branch. So I actually kind of know this one already. The broken branch speaks of heartache. In the channel message, you are being guided to like step away from certain people because they're not like you, they're not going to understand you, and you're seeking validation from them, even though they cannot validate you. Some of these people may be close friends, they may be family members, but the broken branch speaks about uh, the example that they give is like with plants. If you have plants and there are certain limbs of the plant that are dying, it is best to cut away what is dying so that the plant directs all the energy towards what's still alive. And for you all, the reason why you need to cut off certain people is because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of energy that is redirected towards the broken branch, the dead parts, and you won't have any vital life force energy to give to yourself. Okay. So this can even go back to talking about those energy vampires. If you start seeing that people are only coming around because they want something, if they need something, clearly they are a broken branch and they need to be cut away so that your energy can be focused on self. Soul family, coven, all right? As those people are being torn away from your life, as they fall away from your life, you will start to meet people who are in alignment with you, lovers energy, who have the same thoughts, feelings, purpose, values that you have, and who can better understand you. Okay. And then lastly, but like not leastly, we have as above, so below manifestation. You did show up as the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Geminis are master manifestors. Okay. And that was your future possibility. So like being super discerning, a lot of clarity, being able to cause a breakthrough, I feel. But let's get into what the manifestation energy actually speaks about. And this is about confidence, cause and effect, and manifestation. This is the magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, okay? As above, so below is a common witch phrase, meaning that what happens in the cosmos is reflected in the material world and vice versa. The second half of this phrase, as within, so without, meaning your internal landscape is creating your external life. And what you experience in the world is also affecting you emotionally and spiritually. It's not unlike the law of cause and effect. For every effect, there is a cause. All of this means you have the power to shift your circumstances. The more you heal and grow your inner world, the more your outer world will reflect the light within. You can begin by being mindful of what you send out into the universe, knowing that in some way it will make its way back to you. And by healing your own traumas, you are contributing to the healing of the shared consciousness. By choosing kindness, by choosing kindness, you are sending more love out into the world. And by believing in yourself and embracing your power, hello, you unknowingly encourage others to do the same. Now is the time to act upon what is within your heart, trusting that as you take steps towards your goals, the universe will respond in kind and move mountains on your behalf. The collective will also find their way to you as a direct result of your willingness to pursue your dreams, or your soul family will find their way to you because you're pursuing your dreams. This card also serves as a card of abundance. And if you are reading If your reading is about wealth, you may soon be the happy recipient of a financial windfall, or an opportunity may lead to significant financial growth. This is a fortuitous card. However, should this card fall from the deck and land in the reverse position, it's a reminder that all beings are connected to the collective consciousness. And if you don't act on an idea given to you, eventually it will stream back into the collective and manifest in a new way. Companion cards, as above, so below, also brings increased manifestation power to the other cards. So take action on your goals as soon as possible. Wow, so with this showing up, that means that it empowers the coven cards. So you're going to be like super powering your manifestation of your soul tribe. I feel like it's going to make them come in a lot faster, but also it's going to make people fall away a lot faster. Okay, so there's that on that. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely on the fast track to being a spiritual badass. Period. I seen the strength card as I'm splitting the deck for advice and the Ten of Wands. So you're definitely going to have to pull in your inner strength as you embark on this spiritual journey, because you are going to be tested several times by several people. And you're going to have to learn how to enforce boundaries and when to say no, when to put your burdens down, when enough is enough. All right, because you are going to be, oh, I just heard tried and tested, mother approved. What? Tried, tested, and something approves. You're going to be tested and tested and tested until you're approved by spirit. Okay. For some of you all who might be wanting to turn your spiritual gifts into a business, you might be tested and tested and tested until you are approved by spirit, and until spirit gives you the green light to, then work for the collective. All right. But what's the advice for my collective here? I'm getting hold on to your power. Hold on to your power, because expansion is on the way. We have the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. So that's taking action, fast action, energetic action, as well as the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're quickly moving into an energy of stabilizing your power. And since the Three of Wands is an energy of waiting, I'm kind of getting, I don't know how to explain this. Like you're rushing towards, I'm saying like you're rushing to like, not a flat line, because that means death. Like not flat line, but like, I just feel like your gifts are going to take off so fast, and you're going to get to an energy of being very comfortable in them very fast. Like more than people expect. If you have like a mentor or a teacher, I feel like they're going to be very surprised at how quickly you grow and how you settle into your gifts. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. That is an initiation into your spirituality. That is receiving spiritual gifts. So yeah, I feel like you're heading towards some type of initiation, y'all. Ace of Cups, and then right under that, Mother of Cups. Like you are going to rush straight towards Mother of Cups energy from the beginning into mastery so fast, so fast. And people are going to be so surprised at how you settle in, how you become so comfortable. Yo, I just want to say, if that is the case, prepare for the hateration and the holleration and the dancery, because that's exactly what happened to me. My gifts went online, and I was just really good immediately. Like I was really powerful immediately, and I was very comfortable in it immediately. So if this is what's going to happen for you, a lot of people are going to hate on you. So prepare for that. This is why your ancestor wanted you to be observant. All right. So let's get your postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. You know it. Know it. The one that for days. All right. So it says, Dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure, you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. You better be who you are for your pride. Okay. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. Per. Okay. So let's get your song oracle. And then I'm finna go. Finna go and get it. All right. Which song oracles will resonate with this reading spirit for my collective? I don't know if I'm hearing, can you handle it? If I go there, then you choose. Not that this was that kind of reading, but maybe this is an ancestor or a spirit guide. The one that we would talk about in this reading. Maybe they being funny. I don't know. But I feel like they're asking like, can you handle it? If I show you what we can do, can you handle what I'm about to enlighten you on as far as who we are as a family, as far as what our gifts are? Can you handle it if I go there with you? We're gonna see. Okay. Oh, where I wanna be, Donnell Jones. And I feel like with this song, the message that I'm getting is like choosing between your soul tribe and the people who you need to leave behind in order to prosper and grow in your gifts. You just need time to see where you wanna be, where you wanna be. All right, what else I got, Spirit? I think you know where you want to be, though, where the magic is. Unholy, ooh. And I feel like this is a projection of what people are going to say about you operating in your gifts. So and so is doing that witchcraft. So and so is unholy, doing that devil work. Okay. Sam Smith, unholy, a lucky, lucky girl. She got married to a boy like you. She kick you out if she ever knew about all the shit that you tell me you do. Oh, somebody might even be trying to threaten you like because they don't understand that what you're doing is not unholy, so they're probably going to come at you on some like, oh, you can do magic. Oh, if people only knew about all the shit that you told me you do. Oh, you doing spell work. Oh, you can have dreams and they come true. Oh, you're a double. All right, so be careful of that and mindful of those kind of people trying to spin a narrative about you. This is why we have boundaries, guys. All right, and what is the last card for my collective? High hopes. Ah, I love it. Panic at the Disco. Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. I always had high hopes. All right, and I feel like y'all need to have high hopes. You need to be optimistic. You need to be aware that you can manifest whatever you want. Okay, like lack energy, that mindset, that doubt energy. Like I just really feel like you have to have high vibrations, high hopes, understanding that as above, hello, where's she at? That as above, so below, and whatever you want, you can create it. All right, keep those hopes high. Period. I love that these are the songs that came out and how they just have a meaning, just switched up and just fit this fucking reading so well. Like spirit be spirited, spirit be spirited. be spirited. Per. Okay. So that is y'all's reading, and it was so cute. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure that y'all do the things like, share, subscribe if you have not already. If you want to book a personal reading or if you need some type of spiritual coaching, that's on the website as well or whatever. All right. But yeah, SavyCynthia.com is where you will go for all of that. If you all have a scary story or a spiritual occurrence that you just don't understand and you would like to dissect it here on the channel, send it to my email at savycynthia@gmail.com. In the subject line, you're going to put my story. And of course, until the very next time I read for you all, I wish you all good night. Now go get right, and I'm gonna go get my nails done tomorrow. Don't come for me, don't come for me, don't come for me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.